next weather alert.
And right off the top tonight, a strong nor'easter moves into New England, our first of the season, bringing gusty winds and rain to coastal communities. This is a live look at the conditions right now in Scituate. In Boston, where the surging tide and big waves caused minor flooding near the wharf, you can see the ocean splashing over the seawall and flooding into Long Wharf right by the aquarium. Up on the North Shore, big waves are battering the seawalls along the Linway. This video was taken during this afternoon's high tide right there on Lynn Beach. And in Sandwich, you can see power crews are on standby, waiting to respond to any outages this storm might trigger. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Ken McLeod. The nor'easter has been rolling up over us from the south these last several hours, but its impact might not peak for several more. Our reporters have fanned out to cover conditions on the Cape and also on the South Shore. But let's go ahead and get started with meteorologist Lexie O'Connor. And Lexie, things are playing out much as you predicted, but the real crunch time, you say, is likely to be overnight into tomorrow morning.
Yes, hopefully while a lot of people are sleeping, that's when we are going to see these downpours, and the wind is really going to be cranking overnight and into our Monday. It will start to lighten up through the second half of the day tomorrow, a little bit in terms of the heaviest rainfall, but especially for eastern zones where you're looking at this coastal storm really packing a punch, bringing some heavy rainfall and strong gusty winds. This rain is extending all the way from the Carolinas through Connecticut, Rhode Island, and extending through Massachusetts now. Steadiest across the South Shore, Cape Cod, and the islands. It's been pretty light across Boston and across the interior, but it's stretching into New Hampshire now. Mainly just light rain, but this is going to change overnight tonight. Expecting downpours. This rain will be picking up as we get into the nighttime hours, especially after midnight and into Monday morning. Through Monday morning, this is 7 o'clock. If you are headed to work tomorrow, I know some people have it off as a holiday, expect downpours across the region, and that will continue even into the afternoon and evening for eastern zones. You can see the heaviest showers do start to break up across the interior tomorrow afternoon, but it is going to be a wet and windy day tomorrow. Right now, current wind gusts gusting up near 40 miles per hour across Martha's Vineyard and Nantucket. Still 32-mile-per-hour wind gusts in Boston. The wind is also going to be picking up tonight and into tomorrow. Coming in out of the northeast, we could see some gusts up to 55 miles per hour across Nantucket and Martha's Vineyard. Across Cape Cod, also gusting up to around 50 miles per hour. And that is where we do have a wind advisory and a high wind warning extended until tomorrow evening there. And that's where we could see across Cape Cod and the islands some isolated power outages with some damage, with some limbs coming down. So we are going to be keeping a close eye on that. I'll track out more on this timing of this storm and how much rain we're getting coming up. For now, Ken.
All right, we'll see you in just a little bit, Lexie. Thanks. High tide in Scituate came at about 4 this afternoon, and the National Weather Service had posted a coastal flood advisory that actually expired about 30 minutes ago. WBZ Samantha Chaney is checking on conditions near Hummerock Beach. Our team coverage continues now with a live look at the situation there. Sam?
Ken, we are outside right now. We are right outside of the Scituate Lighthouse, and I can tell you the rain isn't too bad, but the wind is crazy. Okay, I have to have my back turned this way so it can kind of hit me this way, but if I turn this way, you can barely hear me, and I can barely hear myself. So that's how bad it is. But people are actually loving it. A lot of them have been coming out here today, taking pictures and videos, and really just enjoying themselves. And of course, I had to ask them why they would be out here. I mean, they could be inside and warm. It is wet and cold and honestly just really nasty out. But here's what they had to say.
Kind of an adventure, as long as you're safe and not in the way of harm with the water. It's just a phenomenon.
It's exhilarating. It's magnificent. That's it.
This is her first real nor'easter. We're just, I don't know, just something to get out of the house on a Sunday.
Okay, so you heard them. It's not too bad just yet, and we're expecting it to get worse throughout the night. But the people that I spoke with today, they say they are taking it seriously, even though they were out here earlier kind of taking those pictures and videos. They say when it really does start to get bad, they're going to be inside way before then. Live here in Scituate, I'm Samantha Chaney, WBZ News.
All right, Sam, thanks for that. On the bay side of the Cape, folks are waiting for those nor'easter winds to come on shore and wondering what kind of beach erosion they might see. But as WBZ's Paul Burton found out, most residents there don't seem to think this storm will amount to much more than a wet, windy nuisance.
The winds are definitely picking up here in Sandwich. We spoke with a number of residents who said they spent the entire weekend preparing for this nor'easter, and they're ready for whatever Mother Nature brings.
It's a nor'easter coming. If you look at the birds, they're not even putting strength into flying. I've lived here since 1971, and this is the place to come down and watch the storms.
Nicole Kolaski is taking it all in at Town Neck Beach. The rough seas and strong winds started early on Sunday.
It's picking up and getting a colder wind right now. You always come down when the storms are starting just to get a look at the start of the storm.
During a nor'easter, it can get quite rough. We've been in here, the walls have been shaking.
The Girasse family beach house is located right at the mouth of the Cape Cod Canal. They already brought in a lot of their outdoor furniture.
Typical precautions. You know, we brought the flag in, we brought loose furniture in. We close up tomorrow. Okay. We're only summer, so this is our last hurrah.
I'm used to this. I just think, the seas get rough and we have a nice view. We just sit here in the rain and we watch the waves go by, and there's not many boats.
12-year-old Ella Carafodius is doing her best to check out the waves.
How rough it was, because I've never seen it this rough.
We just came out here to take a look at the water, see how beautiful it looks. I put all the chairs to make sure everything's tied down because it's gonna get windy.
You get all your dishes caught up, you get all your laundry caught up, you make sure you've got all your batteries and your flashlights working, and you've stocked up on groceries, and usually sometimes it turns into nothing.
So definitely a lot of onlookers enjoying the view as best they can, knowing that the full force of this nor'easter is yet to come, and for that, they will be inside. In Sandwich, I'm Paul Burton, WBZ News.
Eversource says this evening's wind and rain could bring trees down on power lines, and they're urging customers to be ready for scattered outages. In a statement, they told us, quote, "We're taking all appropriate steps to ensure our crews are ready to respond to any damage to the electric system or outages caused by the weather, including increasing staffing levels."